Welcome into the G.S.Q.H. Well, Western Conference Finals is set for Game 3. Dallas Mavericks are in trouble. They dropped 0-2 in Golden State and heading back to Texas. Fairly good game. Dallas had an opportunity, especially coming out with a lead, to actually seal the deal in this one. But too much firepower on Golden State. They couldn't manage it. They couldn't maintain it. And they just got overflowed. Let's talk about it. Welcome back in. We're going to get to the box score, see what happened the other night with Dallas and Golden State. So, when I look at this box score, you can say Dallas, they had some players step up. I mean, Luka Doncic had some great numbers, but it was just not good enough for the Mavericks against the Warriors.
Oh, that's not good.
I mean, you ask yourself, can Dallas play any better when they go back to Texas? Do they empty out their gun with all their bullets? Or are they going to have something different they can show to try to get back in this series? Well, their back's against the wall, and they're going to have to come up with a game plan to throw Golden State off and try to get a win. They're at home, but it seems like they're at a disadvantage. But they got to come out with the same energy as they did in Game 2, and maybe the results will be different. But let's get into this box score real quick. 21 points by Reggie Bullock. I said it before. This is a sharp-shooting guy. He had a hell of a game. We're going to go ahead and give him a round of applause. Yes, Reggie Bullock. 21 points. 6 for 10 from the three-point line. Guy was on fire. Evidently, it wasn't good enough. We go down to Dorian Smith. He had 10 points. Yeah, he could have added a little more, but like I said before, when you have guys stepping up, and the bulk of the points went to two guys, and it was Jalen Brunson and Luka Doncic. We got 31 points from Brunson. Man, you can ask for more than that. The guy came out. He was very aggressive. He was hitting the three. He was great from the field, 11 for 19, 5 threes. Not only that, 31 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Give him a round of applause. Great job, Jalen Brunson. You done your job in this game. Luka Doncic, he done his job. That's why I said this game could have easily went the other way, where Dallas could have won this ball game. But sometimes you just don't have enough juice against a high-powered team. Luka Doncic even came in with 42 points, 8 assists, 3 steals. He's out there playing defense. You got the most out of him the other night. 5 rebounds to go with it. He shot good from the field. He dropped 5 threes. I mean, you can't ask for nothing better than this. You just can't. They have 4 players in double figures. And that was high points. I mean, you got a 42, a 31, a 10, and a 21. And then we got a lot of singles in there as well. So you ask yourself, this could have been a game where it was on a winning end. They have the stats for it. But when you go look at Golden State, then you can see why this game has got out of hand a little bit for them. Let's go down there and look at Golden State. Andrew Wiggins is at the top of the list with 16 points. He had 5 rebounds and 5 assists. Those are good numbers for Wiggins. He can do better. He knows that. But in a game like that, you don't need to do better. He got the W. He had his big guys step up, which is Steph Curry. You know, other guys that make a difference stepped in where he didn't have to. He didn't have to score 25 or 30 that he's capable of doing. So Andrew Wiggins, he gets a round of applause. Let's go down here to Looney. This was big. Looney definitely gonna get a round of applause. Okay, Looney, 21 points. You got Looney getting 21 points. That's not what you account for on a stat sheet or even when you're game planning. Not expecting a guy, their center, bulky center, who usually is like a garbage man just doing the dirty work. But he stumbled himself into 21 points. That is huge. You just can't make that up. I think if Looney didn't have this big breakout, 21 points with 12 rebounds, that could have been a difference between the Dallas Mavericks winning and losing a ball game. You just can't account for that. To mark Looney in for 21 points when you jump into a game 2, you just can't pencil that in. Because it could have easily been 6 points, 8 points, 12 points, but it's 21. That's tough. So great job by Looney. He played an out-of-body experience for his liking. So you just can't make that up. You can't make it up. And that allowed Klay Thompson, 15 points by him. 5 assists. He had his little low-maintenance thing working here. But we know what he's capable of. Then you go down to the superstar, Curry, 32. 5 assists, 8 rebounds. If you noticed, 6 threes as well. If you noticed, Steph Curry's been down there in the trenches lately, grabbing rebounds. Little guy, even though, he's over 6 foot, of course, but when you're in there with the Titans, the big men we have in this league, and you're a point guard grabbing 8 rebounds, 10 or 12 rebounds, that's prolific. So Steph Curry does whatever it takes to win ball games. He gets a round of applause because he got the W and he just penciled in his stats, what you expect from him each and every game. Then you come down to Jordan Poole, 23 points. Wow. 5 assists. Once again, of course, I forgot to put the phone on silent, so excuse me there. Yeah, 23 points, 5 assists. Jordan Poole. This guy can be an all-star. That's where he's headed. He keep on working on his craft, doing the same thing he's doing, carry it over to next season. Yeah. Poole can be an all-star. It's written all over him. He definitely gets a round of applause. So we're going to look down here and look, they had 6 guys and double figures. What we always say, spreadage. That was spreadage. Every time you hear the word spreadage, usually it comes in a W instead of an L. So, like I say, Golden State was a little too much for them. Dallas Mavericks backs against the wall. They're going to have to figure out a way to stymie this offense a little bit, get some stops. We know they can score, but they have to get some stops. That's why they say take the D out of Dallas. But if you don't want that Alice name, you got to come back to Texas at home and you have to show up because it's all about defensive stops. If you can't get stops against this prolific offense, it's done. And like I said, got sweep smelled all over it. But we hope that's not the case. Dallas Mavericks got to come with it. Tonight we got the Heat again against Boston. Sad output. And that game too, sad output.
Oh, that's not good.
We don't need that. They have to show up big time heading to Boston. This Goodymo Sports Quick Hits. This was the quick hit for the day. And for the quick hitters out there, hit the like button, subscribe. Peace.